Hi, I'm John. You'll hear from both Dane and I together here shortly, but I wanted to say a little bit about myself. 42 years old. I live in Maryland now. Was born and raised in a small town in northeast Ohio.
Hi, I'm Dane. I live in Maryland now, lived here for about 4 years, give or take, but I grew up in a small town outside St. Louis, Missouri.
Our first date was his friend's wedding reception, which is just jump out of the skillet into the fire and meet all the friends at one time. It was actually a really good time. I had a lot of fun. And we were married in Washington, D.C. In March of 2012. And a nice little park in the north part of the city. After marriage, to taking the first steps with an agency, to this step here of putting ourselves out there, we've had all this time to think about the kind of parents that we're going to be. And
as early as when I was 21 years old, most likely even way before that, I wanted to be a dad. When I met John, I told him that that was one of my long-term goals, and he agreed. He also said the same thing. We've been married for several years. We are financially stable, and we're ready to move ahead. We're ready to bring our son or daughter home. I really enjoy spending time with kids. I just can't wait for the opportunity to teach. I can't wait for the chance to be a dad.
I went to university in Ohio as well. I graduated from there, a Bachelor of Arts degree, and had some problems finding a job. But a cousin of mine in construction introduced me to carpentry, and ever since, for the last 20 years, it's been another passion of mine. I worked at that for a number of years before I was hired by an airline, which takes me all over the world, fortunately.
I work at a rock climbing gym part-time just for fun. It is actually fun. It's not like a job or anything, even though it's work. I first started climbing about 6 years ago. A friend of mine randomly asked me if I wanted to go climbing. I said yes, and from that first night I was hooked. But I work with little kids all the time, and I get told all the time that I'm great with kids. My mom passed away from cancer, so for two times now we've done the Susan G. Komen Walk in Washington and Susan G. Komen Walk in Philadelphia. So here's a batch of my chocolate-covered strawberries that I've just made this morning, and I'm selling these for $25 a plate, and each donation of $25 will go towards the Trevor Project, the organization that tries to prevent GLPT youth suicide.
We wanted a chance to say a little bit about ourselves to you that's watching, and rather than just reading about us and looking at our photographs, you can actually hear it from us.
Thank you for watching.